kidding me? Especially not fourth wing. Are you, what? Huh? Like, this book is the reincarnation of a turd. If you punch them in the neck and snatch the pen out their hand, they will write with their blood. These authors today want 500-page books, but I know damn well if I reread that book today, I would probably hate it. But I don't want to do that. I just let me live, laugh, love. Let me live, laugh, love. Can you blame me? I can already feel me sobering up. Baby, let's get back to the plot. You forgot the plot. I don't even want to read this because this is just one of them reviews where it's like she's breaking down why she's in love with it, and I might throw up. Okay. Grand Rising. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna forewarn you right now. I'm a little bit intoxicated. I did drunk bowling and then I came home, but I just think my outfit is so cute. Like, look at my little shirt. It says worship. Like, I've been going shopping more lately and just getting outfits together because, like I told y'all, I'm done holding on to things I can't fit, and I've just been buying things I can fit and just redoing my wardrobe. So I'm a little bit tipsy, drunk bowling, but my outfit is so cute that somebody gotta see it. And who else is gonna see it besides the island? Okay, I was gonna just wait and just film this video tomorrow, but you know what? I'm here, I'm able, and I also, my boyfriend got me Chipotle, so we're gonna have to make this one a quick one. I haven't even done an intro. Hello, booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video. So today we're yeah, I'm just okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting vlog. It's not even a vlog. It's an interesting video. I'm not a big drinker, and I get drunk very easily. So a couple of sips, it'd be over with. But I feel like as the video goes on, the more I talk, the less I'll feel tipsy, hopefully. So today, I wanted to do a video that one of you guys recommended because I was like, oh, I want to do a video where I read 1-star reviews of my 5-star favorites, and someone was like, oh, you should do a video where you read 1-star reviews of your, where you read 5-star reviews of your 1-star. So I'm just like, that's a great idea, because even if I'm a little bit tipsy, a little bit intoxicated, baby, I'm gonna still roast the book. The heat is still coming, fear not. So I do want to say thank you to all of my new islanders. Welcome to the community. And if you want extra content, if you want extra vlogs, extra things, then head over to my Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Head on over there, because we got some good vlogs over there. I already have 3 that I filmed. One of them has already posted, one's in the works, and the other one will be out next week. So baby, we get it popping. The exclusive Patreon vlogs be lit. And next month your girl's traveling, so we're gonna have a hot girl reading vlog over yonder. But let's get into this video, because I just it's just so interesting to me, because reading really is subjective, and when you be thinking you find some bangers, it's just so baffling to see other people be like, I actually hated this, and you just like, do you not have taste? One of the books I know people hate for sure that I loved is Queenie. Now that is one of the most hated books of all time, and I low-key feel like if I reread it now, I would understand and see the issues that people have with it. Honestly, it's a lot of black women that have issues with that book, so I feel like if I reread it now, I would see what the problems are. But I just want to keep my memories with that book. Like, can you blame me? Like, people that reread their favorites to see if they still hold a flame, I don't want to, sometimes I don't want to do that, because I'm just like, because we are liars, I know damn well if I reread that book, it would not hold a flame. But I just have such solid memories with that book that I just want to keep them where they are. I don't want to fill them with privileged white people and the help being people of color. I don't want to even think about that. I just want to think about the good vibes I had when I read that book 6 million years ago and I got my stomach tattooed. Okay, I couldn't even put that book down. I wanted to know what the hell was going on. I got this tattoo right here, if y'all can see. I got that tattoo while I was reading We Are Liars, but I know damn well if I reread that book today, I would probably hate it. But I don't want to do that. I just let me live, laugh, love. Let me live, laugh, love. Can you blame me? Okay, but today we're gonna be reading 1-star reviews. No, we're gonna be reading 5-star reviews of my 1-star books. So we have Goodreads pulled up over her, and so books that I rated. Oh, okay, let's start with this one. Okay, so one of the books that I rated 1 star was The Taking of Jake Livingston, and I can already feel me sobering up. Just thinking about this book, I can already feel me sobering up. My issue with this book was too many things that if I mention it'll spoil the whole book, but really, okay, let me see, what was my, okay, I wrote a really good review of this one. So yeah, I just really didn't like the narrative of someone else taking over his body and the things that he did when that person took over his body. I really didn't like that. It was something about that I really didn't like. Yeah, my biggest issue with this book was just the execution, the ending. It just was something about relating to a school shooting racist, mayhaps. Because from what I remember, he was drawing like comforts and understandings to a guy that did a mass shooting. It's something about that. Like, I know it was deeper than that. I know it was like you were supposed to look into the depths of it, but I didn't want to look deep. I wanted to understand why we needed to take it there. Like, I really hated that book. And I just wanted so much more, because whenever I see a black boy on a cover, or a black girl on a cover, or anyone, a black person on a cover, it's just something about that I love, and I just be rooting for them, especially when the illustration eats down. It's not even just like the black person on the cover, the illustration ate down, and I was like, this is such a cool book, I hope I love it. And I didn't. I absolutely hated it. The further I went along, the more I hated it. And honestly, if I was in my DNF era, I probably would have thrown that book out the window, because I really just, you know, sometimes, sometimes you just make mistakes. And this book, to me, this book was a mistake. I understand what they were trying to do, but I just hated listening to this whole narrative, especially the direction that the story took. And I hated it. I gave it 1 star. So let's read some let's read some reviews of people that gave it a higher rating. Let's read some reviews of people that gave it 5 stars, okay? Shall we? Mayana gave it 4 stars. I'm very shocked by that. She's picky, but I don't think we have the same reading taste, honestly, so I'm not too surprised. This review says, spooky, queer, dark, creepy, fast-paced, and only 250 pages. Now that's something you don't see every day. The authors today will not put the pen down. Even if you punch them in the neck, they would hold on to that pen and still find. If you punch them in the neck and snatch the pen out their hand, they will write with their blood. These authors today want 500-page books. I didn't realize this book was so short, but shout out to the book for being 250 pages, because we ain't seen that in 2024. These authors today want 600-page books, 400-page books, even romances, 500 pages. What the hell are y'all talking about? Wrap it up. Like, y'all are wasting trees. Y'all are wasting trees. There's absolutely nothing that you're talking about for 450 pages in a romance book. I don't care how many special moments they have together. Wrap it up. Anyway, this person says, spooky, queer, dark, creepy, fast-paced, and only 250 pages. You will not be able to put this book down. I cannot wait for more books by this author. You know what, Caitlin? You know what, Caitlin? You're right about that. I was not able to put this book down, but I really should have. I should have put this book down. I should have closed it, taken my bookmark out, and just stopped. Because I don't know why. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen in the end. I don't know why I felt the need to continue the story. But for some reason, I really thought that in the end it would all work out. And in the end, it actually got worse. So you telling me that I wouldn't be able to put the book down, you're right about that. But I truly, truly wish I was able to. Lord, we got a long review. Let's see what we got here. We got a long review, y'all. This girl wrote pros and cons. My God. Let's read some of the pros, because I'm not reading all this. Okay. Let's read the plot. Number 3 is my favorite number, so let's read that. 3, the plot. Their battles of wills and wits center the book as they share painful households and environments where if someone simply paid attention, they would never have met. It's just something about having an understanding to a school shooter. Like, it's just something about that. Like, why? Like, we could have taken this book anywhere. Why did we have to take it there? Like, sharing a body with someone that was a mass shooter. And I get he had a troubled past and he whatever, but it's just like, it makes me feel icky inside. It makes me feel icky inside, and I don't like it. Like, the plot, I didn't like it. I really didn't. I'm not gonna hold you. What the hell is the name? This Cookie's Wildfire Loves Little Tea and Books. I did not know a Goodreads name could be that long, but here we are. Okay. The 11th pro. The fact that there is 12 pros and I can probably think of like 2. I can probably think of like 2 pros. Everything else was so bad. I don't even, just thinking about this book just sobering me up, because I just hated it so much. My God. But the 11th pro I agree with, the cover. I'm a sucker for one that propels the story's premise truthfully. I think I'm a little too intoxicated to even know what the hell that means, but the cover really does eat. I will say, the cover does eat, but my God, this was, what is the rating on this? 3.4. Okay. Not too surprised by that. Let's read another one. Instead of reading something from the top, I'm just going to do some scrolling and just land on something. Let's see. This one has spoilers. Okay, let's see what this one says. It's short. Okay, it says, I love this queer paranormal spooky book so much. Can't wait to read more by Ryan Douglas. Honestly, I'm rooting for all Black authors, so it's nice to see 2 reviews say that they want to read more by this author. Even if I hated this book and I wanted to stomp it into the ground and bury it myself, possibly conduct a funeral, I still am rooting for Black authors. So it's nice to see people say they look forward to future works by this author. I can't say that I'm upset by that, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what else the people have to say. It's a lot of 5 stars, honestly. This book took booktube by storm. Everybody was talking about this book. I didn't see too many people read it, but on Goodreads, the girls was reading this book. So I will say I did see a lot of people read it, but just not on booktube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see. Maggie says, I thought this book was very beautifully written and highlighted some really heavy subjects that are important for people to understand. This book wasn't just a book about ghosts. It was about racism, homophobia, mental health, and so many other struggles faced by people. I read this book so fast. It was very good. I recommend it to all my friends to read. You know, I don't know. It's just, I just want Black people to get out of the trenches of making every single genre about race. Like, I'm one for the people. I love reading books, especially nonfiction books that tackle racism and talk about facts and truth. But sometimes we need to just put it down. Put the racism book down and just write a book. Like, can y'all just write a book without, like, this is supposed to be a paranormal book about a Black main character that has the ability to see ghosts. Why did we have to tie racism in it? Like, that, honestly, if you look at the bones of this book, we did not need to tie racism into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one for the people. I love seeing Black authors get their coin, get published, but sometimes I wish they would just write a book without heavy racism. And I don't just mean like racism where it's just like hinted at, this is a part of the whatever. It's like devastating, haunting racism. Like, those seem to be the only books that get published in today's day and age, and I'm so tired of it. Like, we could have had a spooky book with a Black boy main character that could see ghosts, minus the racism. Like, we could have just completely taken that out and the plot still could have been good. But alas, we just took it to like the extreme, and we had a racist ghost inhibit his body and all this crazy shit. It just got a little bit out of hand. Like, and that's yeah, that's why I rated it 1 star, because I can't even do it to you. Like, I don't know, it's just something about that. Like, I don't want to get on a soapbox because I can't tell people what to write or what to do or whatever, but damn, I'm so tired of only reading books by black authors with black characters where it's just so traumatizing and devastating and just so similar to our everyday lives. Like, we get it, we know we're systematically oppressed, we know we're oppressed in general, but can we give it a rest? Just for a moment, can we just give it a rest? Every here and there, can we get something cute? Can we get something interesting? Can we get something without heavy punches of racism? You know, sometimes I wonder, but you know, the publishers pick what they pick, and I think they do it for a very specific reason. But you know what, I'm not a publisher. I can't pick. So, you know, let's move on. Let's pick a different book that I hated. Let's see. Oh, Fourth Wing. Let's read that. 1 million. This almost has 2 million reviews. This has 1.7 million reviews. I know you lying. Like, 1.7. Y'all couldn't pick up any other book beside this garbage, shitty ass book. Like, this book is the reincarnation of a turd. I could not, like, I hate this book so much. If I could ever complain about a book until the day I die, it would be Fourth Wing. Especially because I spent $30 to get this damn book. Every time I think about the fact that I spent 30 of my hard-earned Usher bucks, I want to punch a wall, because the book was terrible. Like, from start to finish, in between. And the fact that I know that people that loved the first book hated the second one, it's just something. It's Fourth Wing, you have a special place in hell. Like, you really do. And it's books like this that piss me off, because I know there's so many other books out there that deserve recognition, and this is not one of them. It's just not one of them. I wanted to like this book so bad, I created a whole video around this damn book, and I hated every second of it. I hated it so much. Like, I hated this book. Let's move on. Let me read some of these 1-star reviews, or these 5-star reviews. I know you did not rate this 5 stars. I know you lying. I'm not even gonna read that because she's my friend and I like her, so I don't want to look at her in a different light. I want to look at her in the light of pretending that she rated Fourth Wing 1 star like I did. I'm just gonna pretend. I'm gonna live in a world of make-believe. I don't even want to think about that. I'm not even gonna put her in that bucket. Okay? Alright, let's see. Let's see what some of the girls are saying. Oh, this is too, bruh. Ain't no way you wrote all this about the Fourth Wing. This review is too damn long. Sky, SK, what the hell were you talking about? What the hell were you talking about in this review? My God. It's just something. She got quotes in here. Oh, this was, you know, I can't blame her, because whenever I have a book that's a 5-star for me, I'm writing quotes, I'm writing hypotheses, I'm writing all kinds of shit. I can't really blame her for the depths that this review is, but I can blame her because I feel like this book is trash. I don't even want to read this, because this is just one of them reviews where it's like she's breaking down why she's in love with it, and I might throw up. I might throw up if I read that. So, God damn, my eyes started watering. Like, my eyes started watering just seeing how long this review is. Who is this? Angie? Man, ain't no way you just wrote that. that isn't a little bit insane. That's a little bit crazy. Crazy. Okay, let's see what her bold letters say. 5 stars. If Throne of Glass, Divergent, Aragon, and Zodiac Academy had a baby, but this is better. You know what? That is a perfect description of this book, but I still hate it. I still hate it. Let's see. She says, P.S. I don't really like ZA, but it's... Oh, what's ZA? Oh, I really don't like Zodiac Academy, but it's similar because of the academic setting. The heroine's journey to understanding her strength and the enemies to lovers aspect is not quite a bully romance, though. You know when you finish a book and it leaves an ache in your chest because it's so good and now it's over? Yeah, that's exactly how I felt after finishing Fourth Wing. I want to shake the phone. Like, I just want to shake something. Like, it leaves an ache in your chest because it was so good and now it's over. I beg your pardon. The only ache I had in my chest was the heart attack that was slowly approaching because this book was so terrible. I really was confused as to where the editors were, where the character development was, how people didn't see this as so predictable. We have this brooding love interest with the love triangle that's not like, this is love triangles back in the day used to eat. You used to be rooting for both of the love interests. Now, these love triangles, you know exactly who they're gonna end up with, and low-key, you don't even like who they really end up with. You just know they're a better option. And they usually end up being such a cutout caricature that it just is to be expected. You got this dude that has the ability to wield shadows, and he's dark and he's brooding and he's misunderstood and he has this dark past and whatever. Of course, but he believes in her. He knows she can be someone strong, someone powerful. Of course he's the love interest. Of course he's going to be the love interest option. Like, who the hell else would she end up with? Her best friend who she grew up with, who shelters her and doesn't want to see her ever get hurt because he actually cares for her, but he shelters her a little bit too much and he don't let her live, laugh, love enough and be wild? Hell no, she's not going to end up with him. An ache in your chest because it was so good. Did we read the same book? Like, did we read the same book? Cause there's no way maybe I just read it too late, because I feel like Throne of Glass is one of those cringy ass books where when I read it, it just was so earth-shatteringly amazing and I couldn't believe how amazing it was. But I know damn well some of the vetted readers that read that was like, this is garbage. And maybe Fourth Wing is my Throne of Glass to other readers. Maybe it's just the times. Maybe it's when I just read it, but god damn, is it terrible. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's really just a bad book. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. It's really just a bad book. Let's read something short. I'm not emotionally stable enough to wait until November for the next book. You know, Larissa, people that rated this 5 stars, I don't even think are emotionally stable at all. I don't think y'all have seen a therapist in the minimum of at least 5 years. Because what was appealing about this? Was it the dragon sex? Was it the predictable characters? Was it the side characters that were on page for like 21 seconds and then got killed off as expected? Like, what was it? The military propaganda? Like, what was so appealing about this that yeah, let me move on. I'm gonna read one more, because if I don't oh my god, the girls, baby, the girls are not playing about Fourth Wing. They are writing, what is that shit called when you finish college and you write your dissertation, whatever that shit is called, when you get the hell out of college and you write your dissertation, whatever. They're writing those types of reviews, like 6-page long dissertations. I feel like that's the wrong word, but I'm a little tipsy, so it's okay. There ain't no way in hell a book could get this out of me. Are you kidding me? Especially not Fourth Wing. Are you what? Huh? Hell nah. 4.75. I'm honestly speechless, so I'm letting my rating speak for me. You're letting your rating speak for you. You know what? Let me speak for you. I will say this book is terrible. I could recommend you 5 books right now that are so much better than this damn book. Like, I could just give you, like, off the top of my head. The writing is bad. The characters are predictable. The plot, the world building is ass. Like, the dragons felt like humans that were they didn't feel like dragons. They felt like they were characterized like a human, but not a familiar. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just something like not dragon-ish about these dragons. Like, maybe it's just because I hate the book. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm the wrong person to even be. Let's just move on. Let's just do that. Because if I don't, I'll never make it out alive. Let's see. 9th house. I absolutely hate it. Spanish Love Deception. This book was so long. You know what? Yeah. Let me go. Yeah. Let's go to 9th house. Let's go to 9th house. I gave 9th house 2 stars. I don't give a lot of books 1 stars unless it really just rubs me in the absolute worst way. So we're gonna read it. I read 9th house. I gave it 2 stars, and I'm standing on that. Standing on business. Melanie gave it 3 stars. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the 5-star ratings are. I'm a little bit nervous. The girls love this book. This was when the girls started doing their dark academia videos. They was wearing the turtleneck sweaters, and they were setting their videos to a fall color, and the girls were eating 9th house alive. They completely disrupted the book community, and the girls were eating it up. Like, but it just was not good to me. It really wasn't. I think the idea of it was great. I think just the idea of it was amazing, but I didn't like the main character. I didn't like how it was just too focused on the mystery aspect. I wanted more of the magic, because the magic just seemed so cool to me. It was a little bit too rough, like the grape scenes and the ghost sexual assault, and you know, the poopy scene, just things like that, the constant throwing ups, the descriptions of using drugs and all this. It just was a little bit too much. It was like so dirty. Like, man, you know, if you like grungy stuff, and I'm not faint of heart, my stomach don't get turned too easily. I don't know, just the throw up scenes, the drug scenes, it was a bit too much for me. Honestly, it was a bit too much. So let's see what the girls are saying. Lee Bardugo is synonymous with 5 stars as far as I'm concerned. So believe the hype, because it's real. It's here and it's very adult. Alex Stern is doing Slytherin proud. I'm Slytherin. Well, you know, we don't really support J.K. Rowling in this house, but before her downfall, I was the Slytherin house, and I don't know how Alex Stern is not Slytherin to me. Like, she wouldn't even be in a house. The hot trend for 2019 is snakes on covers, and it makes me wish I was a Slytherin. Their brand culture is thriving. Me personally, as a prior Slytherin house head, like, I don't claim Alex Stern as Slytherin, like, in the slightest. Like, just because she's dark into it, she feel like one of them houses that she's put in a house and then she pretend to be a different house because she want to prove that she's dark and twisted. Just like how I feel like a lot of books that be adult, they try so hard to put the darkest, craziest, or too much swear words, or over amount of sex scenes just to prove that it's adult. This was a perfect example of that, where it's like the author goes from young adult to new adult to adult, and when they do adult, they just do it so extra. They be like, what's the most adult thing I can put in this book? And they put it all in there, and it'd be so ass because they completely forget the plot. Like, baby, let's get back to the plot. You forgot the plot. It's right there. It's staring at you. I'm staring at it. And I think you forgot the point. Aside from it being adult. Like, aside from it being adult, there's other things going on. Okay? Chan rated this 5 stars. Oh my. I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised by that. But I still like Chan. I'm not going to judge her by that. But goddamn, 5 stars. Nothing about this book was 5 stars to me. Hell to the nah. Let's scroll a little bit. Let's see what we got. I need something short. God, that ain't short. Oh my god. They make my stomach hurt when I see some of these long ass reviews. Oh my, I almost dropped my damn phone. We need something that's like 2 I could do like a 1 paragraph one. But damn. Like, Claudia, sweetheart. It's never that deep. It's never, ever, 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 ever that deep. My God. Leigh Bardugo was born to write adult books. I beg to differ. It is, let's see what the quote says. It was one thing to be told magic existed, quite another to have it literally give you the finger. Even that quote I hate. It's just something about, like, like I said, I feel like when authors touch or see the word adult, we're going to put you in the adult genre. They go hard or they go home. And they overdo it, and it makes me scream. Because it's just too much, bro. Like, it really just be too much. I gotta get out of here. Let's see. We need something short, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why are these reviews so long, baby? I want to read something that is to the point. Get to the point. What the hell are y'all? Okay. I'm gonna read Bradley's first paragraph, because it seems for Ninth House they didn't have a character limit. All right, let's see. It says, I prayed this would be good. I was a big fan of her fantasy heist, but I was not so much a fan of the YA love interest stuff. So when I learned she was writing an adult modern fantasy with major mystery elements, I half cringed, fell over myself in anticipation. Oh my. When I finally read the first couple dozen pages, I relaxed. The next dozen thrilled me. I couldn't have been happier. What's so special? The research. This is more than just world building. This is our real world, secret society stuff, skulls and bones, scroll and key, all those powerful people in society that go through these special doors. That, you know what, I will say the atmosphere was set very well. I will say the atmosphere was set very well. And I think that's because either she went to this school or she's visited it. I'm pretty sure it was set in Yale. It's in New England. It's one of the schools, my hometown. Like, it's pretty sure this is in like Connecticut or something like that. So I'm pretty sure she went to the school or she visited it. I will say the atmosphere was set very well. But that wasn't my problem with this book. So it just was mid. It really, you know what? I think people that love mystery, they would love this. If they love mystery and they're not faint of heart, they would love this. But I don't really like mystery like that. And I just feel like it was just so overdone. Let's see. Leigh Bardugo slayed so hard she ripped a hole in the fabric of the universe. I know you lying to her. She ain't ripped a hole in my universe. The only hole she ripped in was in my pocket when I bought this damn book. Actually, my boyfriend bought this book, so I can't even say that. But she ripped me off. Because I just feel like this book, if she just focused on the, like if we just got rid of the mystery, just get it out of here. Got rid of the mystery. And we focus on the magical setting and just really drove hard with the dark academia, this could have been a solid like 3.5 full-star book. But, and I really just didn't like the slinky emo main character that she's super skinny, she got dark hair and she used to be on drugs, and it just was something about that where I just was like, I know she smelled bad. Like, I just feel like she just one of the people that always smell wet or always look wet. So, and just in my head, she always just looked wet. So it's something about that just made me itch. So I just really just didn't like her character. Let's move on to something else, because y'all know how I get down. This video will never end. Actor age Eve Brown. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. Actor age Eve Brown. I gave this one 2 stars. I hated this book. This was the last book that me and my boyfriend Buddy read together, and we both hated it. And it put him off from wanting to buddy read with me again, because it just was something about just this whole ensemble of a book. And I left I left a long review. So I left a really long review. If you really want to know my thoughts and my inside head, whatever, how I really feel about this book, then you can go look at my review. Someone commented and said, couldn't agree more. It felt cringe, but could have had so much more potential. Okay, so I know I'm not being crazy. Honestly, the Eve sisters, my favorite book out of the Eve sister books was the second one, Take a Hint, Danny Brown. That was my favorite one. I love the main character. The main character in this one, she was driving me damn crazy. And this book was just too cringy for me. Like, I was enjoying it in the beginning, but then it just spiraled into me hating it. So I'm very baffled and shocked that Mina gave this. You know what? I'm not really surprised that Mina gave this 5 stars. And that's not a dig at her, but I feel like this is a book that she would like. This is definitely her vibe. I could see why she liked this book. Me personally, I absolutely hated it. And it had nothing to do. I just remember when I got towards the end, I realized I hated it. It's just one of them books where it's just like I was riding so hard, just hoping that eventually I loved it, and it just never, the day never came. The day never came. So let's see who gave it 5 stars. Okay. Mina gave this 5 stars, and this is the longest review I ever seen her write, like ever. Her reviews be like 1 sentence. She don't be writing no long reviews. So let's see what Mina said. Mina said, what a delightful little book. Give me a second, now I'm gonna go cry. And actor age, okay, she did the summary. She said, well, I have to start by saying I absolutely love this. Eve and Jacob are the epitome of sunshine and grumpy dynamic. Eve is a chaotic force of nature, loud and boisterous, to Jacob's own orderly and calm charm. They balance each other out well, and their banter was so hilarious to me that I could not stop smiling throughout. Talia is quite brilliant at balancing the story's witty banter. I will say the characters were really well fleshed out, and they balanced each other out, but they started grating my nerves. It was just like in the beginning, I felt like I liked them. I was like, oh, they're cute and quirky, and they're just so cute and quirky. But then the more that I read, I was like, okay, they're cute and quirky, and they're getting on my nerves. Like, me and my boyfriend read this book together. I was over it. I was ready for it to be done, and that's saying a lot. Because, you know, I enjoyed the Eve Sisters trilogy, and I just enjoyed the little dynamic of their sisterhood and how they have really strong personalities, and they're really well fleshed out, but their personalities got grating, and that was my issue with this book. The bad news, actor age Eve Brown marks the end of the Brown Sisters trilogy. The good news, Talia Hibbert ends things on a very high note because she continues to bless us every single damn day. Take a Hint, Danny Brown, the second book in the series, was always going to be a tough act to follow, but I think Eve Brown's story somehow did it. Hibbert is a true queen, a legend, an icon when it comes to the snappy dialogue and crisp banter, and the agitation and long simmering tension between Eve and Jacob truly lets that shine. Plus, the fact that she created multifaceted characters on the spectrum who have honest-to-God personalities with so much tender love and care makes me adore her even more. I have 100% got a hardcore book hanger from this one. You know what, Lily? I think that my issue with this book is the same issue I had with, what was that book called? Two Wrongs Don't Make a Right, Two Rights Don't Make a Wrong. It was just, the personalities were well fleshed out, but then they just started getting grating. And Actor Age Eve Brown and Two Wrongs Don't Make a Right. They're similar in a way. I feel like Two Wrongs Don't Make a Right, whatever the hell the name of that book is a little more corny and make-believe than Actor Age Eve Brown is. I feel like Actor Eve Brown is more well written and more realistic. I feel like Two Wrongs Don't Make a Right is living off in La La Land and crazy as hell. But my issue was similar my issues with both of these books has to do with the personalities of these characters. It just got grating and it just got annoying as hell, and I was very tired of it. I'm glad I read their review because it really helped me remember. Bella rated this 5 stars. She said, not this making me want to believe in love. This book made me fall out of love with reading for a second. Like, I got into a little bit of a slump after this book. I'm not gonna hold you. And it took like a year and a half before my boyfriend was willing to pick up another book with me and buddy read because he was traumatized from this book. So yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I know which one I can do. Ooh, this will be the last one. You made a fool of death with your beauty. My God, did I hate this book. This was on one of my worst books of the year for the year that I read it. And my God, I hated it so much. I have an in-depth review if you want to read it and figure out what the hell my issue with the book was. Feel free. But the girls that were painting this book out to be, or I must say the girls, the people that were painting this book out to be this amazing romance that's just what, it was not that. This book was as far from a damn romance I've ever done seen. Like, I ever done seen. Like, it was so rushed. It was so chaotic. It was such a damn mess. It was like, I wanted to shake these characters and then slam them into the ground because they needed a harsh understanding of reality. Because what the hell did y'all have going on? Especially in this book. And at least make it believable. At least make me believe this. Like, aside from me hating this, make me believe the fact that these people are falling in love. Because these people, all they did was blink at each other, and the next thing I know, they're quoting Shakespearean poetry to each other as the sun rises. How the hell did we get here? How did we get to this point? Because was I there for it? Were you there for it? Because I missed it. I must have missed it because it wasn't believable. I started hating the characters, and I just hated the things they did. And I don't understand how the hell people say this is a romance. This ain't no damn romance. Contemporary, maybe. Lit fic, possibly. But romance, hell no. There was like, hell no. I will say I did enjoy the description of the food in this book, but that's it. Ain't shit else I liked about this book. Let's see. Someone says, ooh, golly, this review, my God, and all these responses, dear Lord, I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. But you popped off because you gave it 1 star, so we in the same boat. I think I gave this 2 stars. Yeah, I gave it 2 stars. It's not really a 1-star book for me. I will say it definitely was 2 stars. Let's see what the 5. That long ass review, man. I know they was going at it. People be arguing and bickering on Goodreads. I don't understand. Let's see. Oh, I'm reading 5. I'm looking at the 5-star ones. Let's see. Oh, they gave it what? Okay, I'm mixing it up. Okay. 5 stars. This says, oh, I'm not reading all this, but we're gonna read the first paragraph. Wow. I read Akwaeke Emeze's novel Freshwater, which is a literary masterpiece. Since then, I've bought all of their books and saved them. Thank goodness I did not save this one and jumped right into it. I'm not sure I've read another literary romance, and if I have, it definitely was not as original as this story. I love Faye's complexity and her story arc. I also loved her best friend, Joy. We all need a loyal best friend like her. You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty is perfect to read for pride or any time. It's less than 300 pages, reads quickly like a fever dream, and has me in further awe of the writing chops of Akwaeke Emezi, I received a gifted copy. You know what? I will agree with one part of this review saying that it felt like a fever dream, because it absolutely did feel like a fever dream. It absolutely did feel like a fever dream because I wanted it to end. I read this book and I felt like, what the hell was that? For a second I was like, did I really read a book, or was it all a part of my imagination? Because what the hell was that? It was so thrown together. It was so much happening. The ending pissed me off. Fei pissed me off. I was just pissed at the end of this book. I don't know how people got butterflies and giggly feelings after reading this, because I was not one of them. I wanted to scream. The only reason I was happy was the fact that I didn't physically buy this book. I listened to it on audiobook, so I saved myself from spending money. That's the only thing that was joyous about this experience. All right, we're gonna read one more review because I talk too much and this video probably long as hell already. And I'm trying to eat, man. I'm like, I want my Chipotle. Okay, let's see what we got. This is too long. I'm just looking for something short. Adrian says, absolutely breathtaking. No comment. Let's see. This kooky wildflower loves a little tea in books. This is the second time I've seen this person rate a 5-star to one of my lowest rated books. So I know damn well I can never reference anything that they've read and be like, I should read this book. Let's see. I thankfully, okay, blah, blah, blah. Akwaeke Emezi does it again. They write a vivid tale, hooking you via the first line while refusing to let go. Within the story, they create a main protagonist that walks through life's complexities semi-sure, but even then demonstrates a willingness to follow their heart's instincts. Along with Fei, Emezi supports their main character with a supporting cast, bringing the right amount of drama, laughs, and moments of wonder and contemplation. From their right-hand woman Joy to Eileen Blake's children Nasir and Lauren, Fei's world presents itself as a worthy of a reader's time and energy. You a damn lie. This book was not worth any of my time and any of my energy. Actually, I wish I could get that back because I could have been reading something else. I'm so proud of you for articulating your feelings in this book, and I'm happy that you found a 5-star book that you absolutely loved. I love seeing readers happy. But you know what? This book wasn't a romance. This was just a hot-ass mess. And I feel like it will be a phenomenal show because it was definitely soap opera-esque. Full of drama, full of head-scratching decisions, and moments where I was like, what was the point of all this? How did we even get here? You know, I feel like on film this probably would do better. But reading wise, hell no. Hell no. And with that, I think I'm ready to wrap it on up. We did Taking of Jake Livingston, we did Ninth House, we did Fourth Wing, we did Akwaeke Emezi's book. I think that's pretty good. That's what, 5 books? Fourth Wing, Jake, Akwaeke Emezi. What was the other one? Ninth House. That's 4 books, right? Oh, and actor A.G. Brown. So that's 5 books. I think that's good. I think I've talked enough, and we talked about 5 books, so that's good enough. Man, did this video sober me up. I'm gonna need another drink after this one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books. And if you have, let me know what you rated these books. I will not judge you. I will not roast you. I will not say anything. But I will give you a little bit of a side eye. Just a little hint of it. But like I said, reading is subjective. And if you read any of these books and you absolutely love them, good for you. I'm happy for you. And I hope you find more books that you absolutely love. All of these books I hate. With a burning passion. But if it's something you loved, I'm happy for you. Alright? Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you made it to the end by leaving this emoji right here in the comment section below. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting. And I will see you next time, okay? Bye, guys.